Oh my god, no. F***ing wheel damage. Rear wing.
Wait, I don't see it. There's no light. Rear wing is damaged.
That is hour 14, our first ever 24-hour race. And I have just parked it in the wall, in the dark, in rain that has not stopped since before the green flag. Here is the thing, we did not think it would rain for 24 hours. And we were right, because it rained for 22 of them.
There's quite a heavy patch of rain coming here soon for the qualifying, I guess.
This is Split 10, the same race as everyone else. The same 24 hours. Except our corner of it drew weather so relentless that somewhere in a Discord, a driver was asking whether Split 10 could have its money back. This is the story of how 6 of us spent a full day inside of that. We had been building towards this for months. 6 drivers, 1 car, the most famous circuit there is. The setup was done, the stints were mapped, hundreds of practice laps in the back. Almost all of them in the dry. Every official practice session had been dry. The car was built for dry. The plan was built for dry. Our wet weather running you could count on one hand and still have fingers to spare.
8,000 laps on dry, 2 laps on wet, and then it's wet. Oh my god.
And then, on race morning, 4 hours before the start, we checked the forecast. Our split had gotten 87% chance of rain. The first instinct is to panic, but we skipped that. And that morning we loaded the simulator and practiced in every version of the day we could reach. In the dark, the sunrise, the dusk. Trying to learn in 4 hours what we should have learned in 4 weeks. Jørgen qualified us mid-pack in class. And then there was nothing left to prepare. And only one thing left to do. Start the race.
Jørgen, I would say enjoy, first of all.
Thank you. I think that's last of all, but...
Good luck.
What you said?
Anyway.
I think that's gonna be the last thing you're gonna do, enjoy. Okay, I will go a bit in my zone in the start here, so I'll lower the volume. Yeah, of course.
Oh my god. I don't see shit with all this.
The spray from a faster car in the wet is not something you can really practice for. The car in front vanishes inside a wall of water and it takes the road with it. No barriers, no reference, just white. And your memory of where the corner used to be. Jørgen had never done anything like this in his life. But he adapted anyway. A couple of small spins, nothing that cost us. And he handed the car back exactly as he found it.
I saw we tapped the wall a little bit. Are the car feeling okay?
Yeah, it feels okay. It says the wheel was a little bit out of alignment, but I don't feel it.
Yeah.
And now this one too, I'm always outside of the line. Okay, you just managed. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's getting more and more wet now, so now, yeah.
It's really...
Definitely not the same pace as it was first laps.
It's not a pace competition, it's a surviving competition now.
That's correct. That's correct.
That line arrived in the first hour, and it turned out to be the entire race, in 7 words. Then Bart. Bart is the father of 3 of the drivers in this car. Nico, Matti and Jens. He has stood at the real Le Mans, in the dark, watching the cars come through. Now, at 60 years old, he was inside one of them. In the worst conditions the sport can produce.
Oh, speeding in the pit.
I don't know how it comes.
I know pit limiter.
A mistake at the pit entry cost us a drive-through. But after that he was clean, consistent and completely unspectacular. Which at hour 4 in a 24-hour race is the finest compliment a driver can be paid. And then it was Nico's turn. Nico had been looking forward to this one for months. And now the moment had finally arrived. The sun going down over Lassart. The car at last, his. Everything he had been waiting for. But there was just one small problem. The car didn't want to move.
My thought is not happening. What?
And she just removed driver's tent, so I do nothing.
There's something wrong with your bras?
I don't know what is wrong.
Anything? It doesn't want to accelerate. That's fine.
And does your brake work? How do you have inputs? Does your laptop work?
Maybe not. Oh my god, what is happening here?
His pedals had died.
Oh my
A
god.
USB connection, somewhere between his feet and the game, had simply given up. So he did the only thing you can do. He unplugged the pedals and plugged them back in. And it worked, but it broke something else. The game dropped to 10 frames a second, a slideshow, undrivable. He nursed it one lap around and handed it over. Matti took the car with no notice at all. He became the emergency driver. That is the whole of endurance racing in one moment. It's not the fastest lap. It is who is ready when the car will not move. Nico spent the next hour behind his desk, hoping his problem was fixed. And it was. He got back in, the pedals was working, frame rate steady, and the rest of his stint was quiet, which in those conditions is the highest praise there is. And then it was Jens. This was his first 24-hour race, with almost no practice in the rain, and none at all in the dark. And we handed him the car at nightfall, into the hardest conditions the sport can produce. He started carefully, but then lap by lap he found his pace, and he kept it clean. And I will be honest with you, I was genuinely impressed with what he did out there, with so little experience behind him. In that car, on that night, clean was worth far more than fast, and Jens was clean.
Jens doing a great job.
Jens doing a great job. Well, the conditions same as mine, or
Check the radar. It's green
Lightly
patches coming. So it's
Lightly
gonna,
wet, Nico. Lightly
yeah,
wet, yes.
same conditions. But the green patches are coming, yeah, but not
Yeah, so-
not like in 30 minutes maybe.
Then the night properly arrived, and it was my turn. 280 kilometers an hour, in the dark, in rain that had somehow found another gear.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, the snowball.
When a car sat in front of me, I could see nothing at all. No reference, no edges, no track. Only the sound of my own car, and a guess.
I cannot see anything. I just need to follow his brake lights.
Yeah.
I have never done anything more difficult in my life. And then the track reminded me that difficult had been the easy part.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
you did, yeah. But I didn't. Oh my god! No! Fucking hell. Wheel damage. Rear wing.
Wait, I don't see it. There's no light. Rear wing is damaged. But it's still there. Your wing is there, but he's damaged. Okay, go into the pit. You're on lap 10 now.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 53 seconds in the pit lane. Then back out, into the same rain that had just caught me. Same position on the road. No crisis, because the only thing a mistake at hour 14 asks of you is that you do not make a second one. So I pulled myself together, tired as I was, and I kept it clean to the end of the shift. 3 stints, 3 hours through the night, in the rain. Nobody is watching at 4 in the morning. No crowd, no highlights, no reward at the end of a lap except the next lap. Races are not won in the parts people watch. They are saved in the parts nobody does.
You see, everybody wants to race, but where is everybody? And it's Bart.
Someone has to do the shit job too, you know, Matti?
Yeah, that's on us apparently.
We have done this to ourselves before, so we knew exactly how bad it was going to be. Which is not the comfort it sounds like. Matti started well, but then a hypercar arrived where he did not expect one, and sent us nose first into the barrier.
Oh my god.
Good. Just keep going, keep going. I think we're good.
No, I've got wheel damage.
Okay, go pit.
I will go in,
pit.
put everything out. Oh my god.
How much?
That's a lot.
How much is it?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes of repair. We looked at it, agreed it was a racing incident, and kept going. At 5 in the morning, there's no other option on the menu. Matti brought it home from there. A few spins, but nothing that mattered. The car was intact. Nico came back for another stint, and this time the hardware behaved. He found his pace. He was quick, he was clean. He was, by his own high standards, flawless. And so, naturally, he began to explain. Mid-corner, at speed, he started coaching his father and Matti through precisely how to take the turn he was, at that very moment, taking.
Okay, get in the middle. Get in the middle. Oh shit. Oh no.
Fucking hell. Seat taken. Who's sitting? Oh, fucking Andy has taken the seat. Andy. Oh no. Try to drive, Nico.
I do it. No, I did it past the bed. I haven't seen.
Okay, and now reset.
We had guarded that repair for 18 hours. For exactly this. Saving something you never use is not discipline. Spending it at the right moment is. The rest of his stint was clean. Jens went out again, another tidy run. As the morning went on, the worst of the night was behind us. The job was simply to keep it on the island and keep it clean. And we did. By then there was a number worth protecting, because P11 was in reach, so Jørgen got back in, and he pushed for it. The car twisted in one braking zone, and it clipped a wall. And I stopped breathing.
Behind P10 actually. So it's... Oi, oi, oi.
It was not
Watch
a
out.
good one.
Car is coming.
Car's good.
Didn't touch anything, did he?
Yeah, I did touch, but
He touched the wall on the entry, yeah.
The car was okay. Then Bart went again, and he did the same thing, and I did the same not breathing.
Oh no! Oh my god! Why he do that, man?
How is the car?
Good.
Let's feel it on the straight, yeah.
2 moments that could have ended a race, but neither of them did. And then, as Bart was finishing, the rain stopped. It didn't ease, it completely stopped. Not a scrap of green left on the radar. And a dry line began to appear. One tire wide, treading through corners that had been underwater since before the start. We made the call. Slick tires for my final 2 hours. One line of grip. Everywhere else was still an ice rink. Off that line and my stint was over. I braced for another survival run. But instead, the track heated up and dried faster than we dared to hope. The car became a car again, and the lap times fell. For 2 hours, I had a race the other 5 never got, and I felt almost guilty for it. 22 hours of rain, and the reward turned up in the last 2.
Oh, the car looks so much nicer in dry weather with some sun on it.
It's crazy the 22 hours you just lived in this track. I mean...
I stayed carefully all the way to the flag. The apexes were still wet, and I was not about to hand back 24 hours at the final corner.
The race lap. Very good, Andy.
Okay.
That's good.
We
Well
are...
done everyone, well done everyone.
P11 in class, 302 laps. We started 11th, and we finished 11th, with everything that happened in between. Split 10 became a small legend that weekend. The split with the refund jokes, the one where it simply never stopped raining. We came out the far side of it as one of the teams that could say, plainly, that we were there for all of it. We did not come here to win. For a first 24-hour race, that would have been the wrong thing to want. We came to find out what the middle asks of you. The sleepless hours, the wet corners nobody sees, the mistakes you have to drive past and not compound. It asks more than you think, and when you have nothing left, it asks again. 6 of us stayed in the race even while lying in bed, because you cannot switch it off, not even then. And that is the part we came for. That is the mid-stint.